Rips, Carter Rips. We are live, ready to rip 2025 Cosmic Chrome Baseball. We are live on YouTube and eBay Live. For your viewing pleasure, it's 9:33 Eastern Time. The break starts at 9:30 Eastern Time, just running a couple minutes late. Sorry, we got a couple breaks running tonight, so just sending out some reminder messages for the late night break. So every once in a while, we're a minute or two late. Every once in a while, we're a minute or two early. I see Steven says, I thought it was at 8. The break's at 9:30, says it pretty clearly in the listing, 9:30 Eastern Time. So thanks so much. This is a full case, Mark. Everyone's paid for. We have someone who picks up all the spots that don't sell. So I do appreciate that. Ben, what's going on? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning customer, which a lot of you are, welcome back. Hope everybody's getting ready for a fun holiday season here. It's Thursday night. This released last night. It's obviously Topps Chrome Baseball or Basketball release day. Ripken, what up? You got Barry Larkin. Good luck to you. No worries, Steven. No worries. 9:30 Eastern Time. Sorry, just running a couple minutes late here, so that's my fault. We always send a message to everybody. A lot of the eBay breakers don't necessarily remind you when the break's starting. I try to let everybody know where the break's going to be, give you a link. So it takes a lot of time to make sure that's all out there. Yeah, Mark, this one's full, bud. I appreciate you. We'll get started here in just a minute. We will rip the full case. We'll ship these within 2 business days safely and securely in bubble mailers like we always do. Any monster hits will be cardboard backed and insured and all that fun stuff. You guys always know the deal. Big Papa, what's going on? If you have any questions over the course of the live break, again, we're live on YouTube and eBay Live, so just leave them down in the comments section if you'd like me to know who you are rooting for. I don't recognize all your eBay usernames or YouTube names, so I don't necessarily I'm not able to correlate who you've got. So if you want to let me know who you're rooting for, go right ahead. If you don't, no worries. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the break. It's just me here. There's nobody screaming and yelling. There's no buzzers going off. Nothing crazy here. No screaming craziness. We just rip the cards. We talk sports. We get them to you safer and faster than anybody else in the business. A Monster Bonds would be cool. I've still not pulled a Barry Bonds auto out of any product since he started signing, so I personally would love to see one of those. Knicks just beat the Pacers by 1. I saw the Pacers were up 2 with like 10 seconds left. I've not ripped this or watched anybody rip it yet, so looking forward to this. H Rand, you're looking for Skeens, Campbell, Yamamoto, and Wilson. That's a nice crew you got there. Good luck to you. And we do a recap at the end. If you have to step away for any reason, you can come back and watch the video here on either channel whenever you want. So I hope you guys enjoy the break. Thanks so much. We're ripping Topps Chrome Basketball later tonight. We've got Topps Chrome Hobby tomorrow night. We've got some Merlin Soccer and more Topps Chrome on Sunday. We'll be live doing random teams with wheel spins on Tuesday. And then it'll be Christmas. We got some racing next week. If you're new here, save us as a seller on eBay. If you like what you see here. If you don't. But if you like what you see here and want to come back, hang out again, save us as a seller on eBay. We do most everything by player. We usually get 1 case of just about every major baseball release. Some of them we get 2, 3, 4, 5 cases of. Just depends. So if you want to come back and hang out, you know where to find me. Again, welcome to Rips Card Rips. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining the break. Thank you for your quick payments. And I hope this case is loaded. I was saying last night, it's been a while since I pulled a Topps Superfractor. It's been like 2 months, so hopefully tonight we get off the board. George, good luck to you. Again, good luck, everyone. If you want to let me know who you're rooting for, please go right ahead and do so. If not, sit back, relax, enjoy the break. Pretty good football game on right now, if you guys are football fans. Pretty boring game, but pretty good teams. So there's that. You could be watching that. You could be watching me. We're looking for Planetary Pursuit. 1 nucleus refractor per box. If I miss anything that's crazy short printed, feel free to let me know. If you want me to go back and show a card, it's a pretty easygoing channel here, so let me know. I'm always happy to go back and show another card. I'm always terrible when we pull the planetary pursuits of figuring out which planet is farther from the sun and which one is the shorter printed one, so you guys can let me know on that. That's not my specialty. Good luck, everybody. Let's see something. How many autos are you guys seeing per case? I know the autos aren't guaranteed. How many are we seeing per case out of 8? Are we seeing 3, 4? There's a Ben Rice rookie. Ronald. Paul Goldschmidt. Like 2. Dan says 3 to 4. Rat says 3 to 4. I'd love to see 4. Love to see 3 or 4. Shohei Ohtani pitching. Paul Skeens. Refractor. Kate Horton. And pretty much all your cards are going to be sleeved and loaded out of a product like this, but I don't sleeve and load every single card during the live break as to not keep you here all night, but you guys, all you regulars know. There's a Nick Kurtz rookie. There we go. Dylan Dingler rookie. Fernando Tatis. And Will Warren is our first numbered card. Rookie out of 199. Willie Warren. 2 to 3 autos per. Yeah, I felt like last year it was 3. We'll always take more than 3. All right. Logan Webb. Corey Seager. Ultraviolet Beam. Roki Sasaki. I assume that's just one of the normal inserts. Heliot Ramos. It's a good-looking card, though. Good-looking card. We'll get that one loaded. Nothing crazy yet. Just easing our way in. Cam Smith, rookie. Francisco Alvarez, Moises Ballesteros, and Matty Olson. Come on. All right, that one didn't want to come open. Maybe there's something crazy in here. Denzel Clark. Isaac Collins, Christian Campbell, rookie insert, extraterrestrial. Kevin Alcantara, nice Christian Campbell. Jackson Merrill, we got a refractor coming. Zach Veen, refractor rookie. Corbin Burns. Yamamoto. Drew Romo, Jacob Wilson, Ultraviolet Beam, Dylan Cruz, so that is just a normal insert. Jordan, Jean-Kenzie Noel, Bo Bichette, Pete Alonso, Dollander, Tovar, Jackson Merrill insert, Gleyber Torres, another extraterrestrial. What's the craziest card? I think I saw somebody hit what? A Ohtani 1/1 insert yesterday. Is that the craziest card that's been hit yet? Tatis insert. DeGrom. Also, is Nick Kurtz a redemption in this? Or is he live? He's been a redemption in just about everything. I think that's our 1 per case, right? Ezekiel Tovar. It's not the one we're looking for. Launched into orbit. Mayo. Nico Horner. Whew, there we go. Kobe, Mayo. Tovar is your 1 per box. Nucleus, refractor. Drake Baldwin Super and Wilson Super have also been pulled. Okay. They didn't print much of this. Corbin Carroll Lightspeed. That's a good-looking insert. Dalen Lyle. They didn't print much of this. The rumor is there's only like 6,800 cases of it printed. Not sure if that's true or not, but 3 out of 5. Nice. Campbell out of 5 auto. That's a nice one. Looks like a planetary pursuit here, if I'm not crazy. Austin Wells. Let's find out. Ronald Mercury. There you go. Ronald Acuna Jr. spot. Mercury. Beauty. First box. There we go. Ronald. Mercury. That one will play. That one will play. McCutcheon. Dylan Cease. Brooks Lee. Ultraviolet Beam. Tommy Harrington. Only 1 numbered card. Obviously, we got a case hit there, but only 1 numbered card. All right, I talked us into another one. Matt Chapman, Marcus Semien, Drake Baldwin, rookie, and Carlos Narvaez. Looks like a purple lava to 150. I'm sure it's got a special name that I'm not familiar with, but Narvaez. All right, first box. Numbered cards are leaving us wanting. Javi Baez, there we go. Skeens, Ultraviolet Beam, Orange Lava to 25. All right. All right, all right, all right. Nice Skeens out of 25. 20 out of 25. And all of a sudden, it's a good box. Ronald and Skeens. And now we've been made good. Nice Skeens, baby. Love to see that. Orange looks good on that card, too. Kind of goes with the kind of the neons around there. I like it. Freddie Freeman. Griffin Conine, James Wood, and Dylan Cruz star clusters. Jung-Hoo Lee. These will go to random via a dice roll if they're not numbered. We'll do those at the end per the listing. James Wood, Dylan Cruz. We'll roll a die at the end of those and see which way they're going. If there are any numbered ones, those will go to a actual randomization. Garrett Cole, Riley Green, Caden Dana, Seiya Suzuki. What is that? Good looking card. That's just a refractor? Yeah, just a refractor. All right, last pack, box one. Last pack, box one. Turned into a pretty good box. I'd have been happy with that if it was a personal box. Ryan Bliss, Lightspeed, Jazz, and Blake Snell close this out. So three numbered cards, one really nice numbered card, and a case hit. Okay. Okay. Box two coming at you. Yeah, the Paul Skeens is beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Ready to go with box two. Again, thanks so much for hanging out. Like I said, it's a pretty laid-back channel here. There's no buzzers, no screaming, no yelling. Nobody doing flying chest bumps. Any of that stuff. I got a backwards card in the front. This one's all jumbled up. Michael Harris, Marcelo, Tatis, insert, and Jacob deGrom. Hopefully all the packs in this box are not like this. Generally they are when they screw one up, which they did, it appears. All right, well, bear with me as we figure out what's going on. Christian Campbell, Max Fried, Agustin Ramirez, and B. Reynolds. Fanatics is known for this with their printing. Like, there's always like one box in every case that's like just makes no sense what they did. All right, Adolis Garcia, Junior Caminero. We got the same one. Star Clusters, Wooden Cruise. We'll split those up. That makes that one easy. See what other ones of those we pull. But the Wood spot and the Cruise spot will each get one of those. I feel like I always get cases like this where one is screwed up. Julio, Braxton Ashcraft is your one per box. Christian Campbell, Kevin Alcantara. Checklist is obviously not huge in this, so you do have a decent chance of hitting when you hit. Although our nucleus refractors would beg to differ. You had a case? That's wild. Yeah, I mean, some of it makes no sense. Will Smith, but it's always nice when you get the one like that. Mason Wynn, Garrett Cole. Mason Wynn was a refractor. If they're going to make an error, whew, that's a hell of an update jumbo case right there. Schwarber. Brooks Baldwin and Schwarber. We got a Lightspeed, Jazz, Blake Snell. I hate when they're all backwards because you can't get excited about anything super short printed. Alex Tuna, what's up? We got another one of these one per boxers here. Yeah, we got Cameron Meisner, Jackson Churio, Paul Goldschmidt. So we got two nucleus refractors in this box. Maybe they'll just keep throwing them at us. Who knows? Or maybe we'll be missing one in another box if I know our friends at Fanatics. Austin Riley, Adele Amador, Paul Skeens insert, Cade Horton rookie. Again, all your refractors, inserts, those will all be sleeved and loaded when they ship to you. But for the sake of the live break, there's nothing I hate more when I buy into a break than sitting there watching the breaker sleeve and load every single card. Nick Kurtz, rookie on the back. We got a white prism here. Looks cool. Rookie. Reese Hines. What is that? That's a cool looking parallel. Reese Hines. White hole, thank you, National Frank. That's why I love you guys. You guys know everything. Reese Hines, white hole. Thank you, thank you. All right, we got a gold. Heliot Ramos. A lot of these in the past were autos. Roki Sasaki. Gold laser. Is this going to be an auto? It's Houston. It's Jeremy Pena. It's not an auto. Jeremy Pena to 50. Good looking card. Get in there, bud. Jeremy Pena to 50. Austin Riley, and now all the packs have corrected themselves. Back to normal. Hyesung Kim, Jackson Chorio, Matty O. No idea how that happens. Oh, nope, we're back. We're back to the screwed up collation. Paul Skeens, Luis Ariz, Brooks Baldwin, rookie refractor, Corbin Burns. Brent Ruker. Jacob Wilson. There's Jacob Wilson insert and a Dylan Cruz rookie card. I love ripping this stuff. I wish I could rip 10 cases of this. Another gold. That could be an auto. Pete Alonso. Jackson Jobe. Let's do one of those. Make it fun. Chris Sale. Let's see what we're getting into here. I think we're going that way, maybe. Nope, we're going that way. Out of 50, 5 of 50, Gunnar Henderson, gold. So 2 golds in this box. Man, they certainly didn't print much of it, but man, the yield has been pretty good in terms of numbered stuff. Nice Gunnar Henderson out of 50. Nice Gunnar. Thought that was going to be the auto for sure, but it was not. Stephen Kwan, Aurelvis Martinez. There's my guy, Jackson Merrill. I did hit his super Gleyber Torres. I hit the Jackson Merrill super spotlight out of Bowman, which was one of the cooler cards I've hit. Sugano, Tarek Skubal. Kurtz launched into orbit. Nice. Nico Horner. That was one of the better supers I've hit in the last couple years. We hit the Messi Superfractor Auto out of Finest MLS, which was an incredible card. Hit some good supers, but I want to hit one out of this case. It's been like 2 months. We're due for a super. Let's do it. Let's make somebody's holiday here. Corbin Carroll Lightspeed and a Dalen Lyle rookie card. Dustin Harris. Vinny P, Carlos Correa, Dustin Harris, and Austin Wells. 2 packs left, box 2. No autos yet. Some nice color. Orange, couple of golds. We got a case hit. Let's see what else we can find here. Is that a redemption? It is. Who's redemptions, guys? Who's redemptions? Ultraviolet Beam, Brooks Lee, Thomas Harrington. We got a Jazz. Who's the redemptions? Let me know, guys. Who are we looking for here? Campbell's 1. I got to assume Kurtz is 1, right? James Wood is 1. Jackson Jobe. All right. That's why I love you guys. You guys know everything. All right, here we go. Good luck. Congratulations. You are due to receive a, let's see a bunch of words here. Star Clusters Dual Auto. Get out of here. Good luck. This one's going to be going to random unless someone's got both spots. Of James Wood. Dylan Cruz. Man, those 2 spots have been linked all night. James Wood, Dylan Cruz, dual auto. Wow. It's a monster. All right, that'll go to random at the end. Get the laptop out. That's a monster auto. Whew. All right, let's have a case here. Let's have a case. Who's got those spots? Who's hanging out in the live? Who's going to be sweating the random? We got a numbered card. It's Ozzy Albies. Man, these cards are beautiful. Purple Lava Albies. Albies is 2/150. All right. All right, we got 6 boxes to go. We got 1 auto, and it's a monster. Let's see what we can find from here. Let's see what else we can find. James Wood, Dylan Cruz. Man. What are those numbered to, the star clusters? Are they to 25? Are they? Yeah, that's a sweating random, man. I hate going to random. I always tell everybody, if you're going to get 1 spot, a big spot and a break, you better get the one that they got to do. If there's a dual auto on the checklist. And it always sucks, too, because there's some breaks where, like, there's a monster name with, like, a $10 name on the dual. At a 10 and lower, nice. That's what I would have assumed, is that they were short printed. Julio, Stella Nova. It's a good looking card. First one of those in 3 boxes. Are those short printed? Julio. Is this a case hit? Stella Nova Julio. There we go. 2 case hits. What else are the case hits? Generally, I know them, but haven't ripped any of this. And just had a crazy busy week at work, so I haven't watched anybody. Jose Lightspeed. Leo Jimenez. My kids are big Jose fans. I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio. Supernova Planetarium. Thank you, H-Rat. You are always welcome back in the live. We love you. All right, Adele Amador. We got another one of these golds. It's in the 2 spot. I wonder, Darvish. Wonder if this will be an auto. Rookie. Thomas Segis to 50. Gold on card auto. Ultraviolet beam Drake Baldwin. So ripping autos out of here. Let's get a 4 auto case. Segis. Out of 50. 3 of 50. Nice one for that spot. Austin Riley. We got a green speckle coming. Hyesung Kim. Christian Campbell to 75. That's a nice one. I'm a big Christian Campbell fan. I actually think his market's a little undervalued right now, truthfully, but it's just my humble opinion. Doesn't mean it means anything. Christian Campbell. Lots of cases with multiple Stella Nova. Yeah, some of the case hits there are a little bit more generous with. Adley Rutschman, 1 per box there on the, what do they call that? I'm all over the place. What do they call that? There, nucleus refractor. So much space going on. That Star Cluster Duel is 1 in 7,044 packs. Jeez, oh man. Congrats to whoever ends up hitting that one. Jazz, Jacob Wilson insert, Giancarlo Stanton. Nucleus. Minnie P. Austin Wells. It's another white hole. See, I'll get them. Once you guys tell them to me, I have a pretty decent memory. Austin Wells, white hole. Throw that back up there with Reese Hines. I guess those aren't as short printed as I might have thought when I hit the first one. Come on, Bonds. Is Bonds auto only? What's he got? I didn't look at the checklist all that closely. I assume he's probably auto only. Yamamoto, Beam, Paredes. I would guess he's only got like a launched into orbit auto if I had to guess. Scooble, Sagano, Royce Lewis. Seventh box, Bonds. Another one of these. Nacho, Alvarez Jr., Ellie Lightspeed, Jace Young. So these aren't just 1 per box. They're throwing us a bunch of them. Rhett Lauder. Refractor is Aaron Judge. That's a nice one. Rafael Devers. Judge Refractor. Connor Norby. Wow. Ruth Mantle Judge Star Clusters. That's a beauty. That is a beautiful card. That one will go to random. Awesome card. The redemption is James Wood, Dylan Cruz duel. I'll show it to you in a second, my man. Max Muncy, Altuve. That's the redemption, my man. Yeah, pretty good start. Pretty good start through just a couple of boxes. Now we just need our super that I've been asking for. Gunnar Henderson, insert Grant McCray. You got one of those spots, Royal? It's going to random at the end. Aaron Judge, insert George Springer. Just jumped on. Gotcha. Schwarbs. Willie. Jordan Lawler. Adolis. Lindor and Juan Soto star clusters. We'll roll some dice on all the non-numbered ones. We'll get those sorted out. Who's getting them? Anything numbered or autographed always goes to random when there's 2 players on it. All right, 2 packs left. Let's see something here. Christian Campbell, Max Fried, JHM Refractor, Garrett. All right, last pack, box 3. Agustin Ramirez, Otani Lightspeed, and Logan O'Hoppe. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves as much as I am. This is a ton of fun to rip. I ripped, what, Heritage High Number last night? It was actually an all right case, but there's just a distinct difference between products as a breaker and getting to rip certain stuff. This is just an absolute joy to rip. That product was fun, but this one I've been looking forward to all day. And these are just, some of these products are just awesome. All day as I was traveling home. Wonder where Justin Herbert, longest first name. He's got to be up there. Got to be up there. Nick Enright. Whew. What is that? That's got to be one of the case hits. James Wood. How about the James Wood case we're rolling into here? What a beauty that is. Stars of the Night. Is that a case hit? Insert. Just an insert. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. William Contreras. Just an insert. Man, I would have thought for sure. How good looking that was. That's the one they pulled the Otani 1-of-1 of. Man. Javi Baez, who actually had a really good year. Aaron Judge, insert, George Springer. Remember Javi Baez stock was through the roof. Cubs win the World Series. The guy's on top of the world, and he's just been 1-20. Okay. 1 per 20. Every 3 boxes. All right, you guys know it all, man. Brent Rooker. Packs certainly don't rip like Topps Chrome packs, man. They got a little bit of a grab to them. Jacob Wilson, Paul Skeens, another one of these Lindor and Sotos. So those will be split up. One each spot will get those. So we have the triple and duels of the others. Hey, Divine, what's up? It's just a hobby ink. What's up? Julio, there's Colton Cowser. Refractor, Garrett again. I do love a product where there's no quality control issues, and these seem to be pretty damn good so far. Vladdy Jr., Otani again, Lightspeed. Hoppy. I haven't pulled an Otani auto in a while, man. Last one was a black refractor at a platinum anniversary last year. It was an insane hit, but it's been a while since I've just pulled any Otani auto. Schwarber, Ellie, Chase Young. Big Willie. Schwarber refractor, Rafael Devers. Made my life easy getting them both. Nice. Appreciate that, Ginzo. That's what it's all about, making my life easy. Junior Caminero. Here's another one of this triple, so those we'll have to figure that out. Of course, there's 2 of them. Judge, Ruth, Mantle. So we've got dupes of all of the, it's wild. All dupes so far. We need a 3rd one of those, and I'll give one to every spot. Can I put me a case hit at one of those? I like how you transition that. That was a vet move. Agustin Ramirez, Altuve. Whatever the last year there was of it, H-Rat. It's on my Instagram page, hidden the card somewhere back then. 23? Gunnar Henderson, Grant McCray. Because I don't think they did Platinum last year, did they? So it would have been 23. Yeah, it's been a while since I pulled an Otani auto. We got another orange. Orange to 25. Let's go. Rodin. Edwin Diaz, I assume we're going this way. Jazz Chisholm out of 25. Lightspeed. Couple of oranges, couple of golds through a half case. Couple of oranges, couple of golds. We'll throw Jazz over there. 23, yeah. So it was 23. Because he wasn't an auto in 22. Which is why the 22 product is readily available and affordable. Jacob Wilson, Giancarlo Stanton. Got a green, Junior Cam, a 75, Juan Soto. Junior Cam. Isaac Collins. Yamamoto, Paredes. Randy Arozarena. Yamamoto, Drew Romo, Royce Lewis. Jazz. Vinny P. Jose. Leo Jimenez. Carlos Correa. Zach Wheeler on the back. Come on, give us one more numbered card on the way in here. Trey Sweeney. Scooble. Drake Baldwin. Ultraviolet Beam. Yu Darvish. Sagano. We got a numbered card. All right. Luis Castillo. Steven Kwan. And Royce Lewis. We always hit Royce Lewis at a 199. All right, first half of the case, pretty good. We're going to take a quick 30-second intermission. We'll be right back to finish the case, guys. 30-second break. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. Sorry about the break. Those of you guys who break with me all the time know I've got a dog that sometimes walks into the break room after everyone else in the house is asleep. And usually that means he needs to go out. But these days, my man Miles has just been drinking a ton of water and eating a ton of food. Like a 13-year-old dog. And man, is he getting needy. But he was just pacing in and then walking back towards his water bowl. And the last time he walked into the break room and needed to go out, we had to stop the break for a minute, and then we pulled a red Cooper Flag Chrome Auto out of a silver pack. So it's usually good luck when Miles walks into the room. He just walked into the room and needed some water, so let's see what that yields us. Bellinger wants 8 years, $400 million. Oof, good luck. He'll probably get it, sadly, but wild. That's a wild ask. That is a really wild ask. Backwards card in the second spot, Manny Machado. Hate when they do this. It's really hard to focus on what we're doing here. Jordan, Kettle Marte. But hopefully Miles is good luck for us. Like I said, the last time he walked in here, I had to go to the bathroom. It yielded somebody about a $15,000 card. I mean, some of the stuff these guys get. Roki Sasaki's a nice one with the Roki on the back. Some of the contracts these guys get are just insane. I mean, if Deshaun Watson got $400 million. Chase Petty, Grant McCray, a white hole. Luis Robert. It's a third white hole. We've got, those seem to be falling what, every other box. I guess they're not that short printed. How long these cards been out? They came out yesterday, Zim. Yesterday. So, you know, day and a half. There's a Jackson Holiday Beam. Reese Hines. Aaron Judge. We got another gold laser. Come on, let's see a monster. It is a rookie. Oh, it's another. It's a dual. Oh, no, it's one of these. Oh, nice. Christian Campbell. Wow, that card's awesome. I really like that. That insert is my favorite that I've seen. Nice Christian Campbell. Boom. Love to see that. That that's a beautiful card. Love those. A little Starry Night. Looks great with the gold. Man. All right, we'll take it. Caden Dana. This looks like another one of those die cuts. It is. Vladdy Jr. launched into orbit. Sorry about your Chandler Simpson. Holy moly. Holy quality control. Just when we were talking about how good the product was. Look at that corner. Might be the worst corner I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Chandler Simpson spot. I did not do that. I always handle the cards as carefully as possible. That one, that might be the worst. Might be the worst factory corner I've ever seen. I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, HRAT 102, man. You're doing good. You are rolling. Ryan Bliss, there's Lou Brock Lightspeed. Was not expecting to see Lou Brock on that in that insert, but it's a cool card. Bregman. I saw the LeBron. There's a Cody Bellinger right on cue. I saw the LeBron Super Auto got pulled already. I've got a bunch of Topps Chrome run this weekend, so I'll be curious to see what we hit. There's a refractor in the second spot, which I guess could be an auto. It is. It's Evan Carter. Jackson Merrill. It's not really the one we were hoping for there. If you got the Evan Carter spot, congrats. Hopefully we see a 4-auto case. It seems like we're on pace, right? Let's do that. Evan Carter, you can go up there. All right, Evan Carter. Congrats if you got that spot. That one's not pleasing the room. There's Otani on the front. We got a blue. Dingler. Freddie Freeman at a 99. Nice little team color match there with the blue pulse. Nice Freddie. McCutchen. Drew Romo. Matty Shaw, Colton Cowser. Box, we only got 3 left, so this will be box 5, my man. Box 5. I like Evan Carter too, but Chase Petty, just in terms of the product, it's a non-rookie, just a refractor auto, just kind of a blah hit. You know, always excited for the people that hit it. There's Tatis, Machado, and Jackson Merrill. Meteroth. Clusters. Can't believe we hit a duel. It's wild. There's triple autos too, right? I still think there's some guys. It's just wild, like what people buy and like how markets go with players in baseball. Like, it's a different world for me. Like I'm 43. I grew up watching the. There you go, Sean. It's a great hit for 650. Can't beat it, Corbin Carroll. But I grew up watching like the 95 Indians. They're the Guardians now. But I think 8 of 9 guys hit 300. Bryce Harper, Kyle Manzardo. And it's funny, I've got a 7-year-old and he'll be 6 this weekend. But they're playing baseball now and they're watching baseball and they're like, oh man, this guy's so good. And I look up and I'm like, he stinks. He's hitting 250. And then I realized like, no, 250 now with timely home runs is an all-star. It's like, it's such a different world of baseball. But in terms of like who people buy, there's Kyle Tucker, Pete Crow, Nick York. Like people buy Ellie, like, Ellie during like his run of like, people are buying all his cards at peak. And it's like, of course those markets are going to tank. Like you'd have to, yeah, Grady Sizemore. I mean, that was after. I loved Grady Sizemore. But, if you go back and look at some of those teams and like the old hitters, Lawrence Butler, like there was the Mendoza line was 235. If you hit under 235, you were gone. Back to the minors. Like now it's like you look at the Guardians this year. I think there's Trey Turner, Lightspeed, Drew Thorpe. I think the Guardians this year had half their team hit under 235. And it's like they were a freaking playoff team. It's just wild. It's wild. I don't even think the pitching's necessarily better. I just think people can't hit anymore. Let's see Kobe Mayo. I mean, some of the pitchers back in the day. I mean, the Braves pitching staff that the Indians ran into back then was, in my opinion, the greatest pitching staff of all time. Maddox, Glavin, Smoltz, Avery. I mean, it's never going to get better than that, I don't think. Call me crazy. I mean, I argue with people about this all the time, and I'm not one of those people that thinks my argument's always right, but I dare anybody. You got a printing plate out of Inception that you're waiting to get back? Old Man Kirsch, be nice. Don't want to get skunked. All right, hand shot first. We're working on it. Cam Smith, Alvarez, Buxton. Moises. Hopefully we catch one more auto out of here. Kyle Tucker. David Festa. Now a relief pitcher for the Guardians. Jeez. All right. Cracking into Fort Knox here. We got a gold. All right. I'm okay with that pack being tough to open. Aaron Nola. Rhett Lauder. Kyle Tucker. Rookie. Is that going to be Cam? Zach DeZenzo to 50. DeZenzo to 50. Zach D. 33 out of 50. Whole bunch of gold in here. Connor Norby. O'Neill Cruz. Jason Dominguez. Imagine being the guy that bought his Superfractor first moment auto for whatever, 200 grand. Good luck. Justin Verlander. Wyatt Langford, Max Muncy, Mason Wynn. Jordan. Sean Kenzie. Otani. Pete Crow. Love Pete Crow. Love me some Pete Crow. Nice Otani. Ripken, what's up, man? Big Will Smith. Clayton Kershaw. There you go. He didn't get skunked. Now let's see if we can find you something better than that. Adley. Ultraviolet Beam is Luis Angel Acuna. I'm actually shocked we haven't hit an auto. We always hit Luis Angel. That's like our guy. We always find an Acuna. Corbin Carroll, James Wood, McCutcheon, Jose. Come on, let's see a big Jose. Dylan Cease. Marcus Semien, Mike Trout insert, Tyler Locklear. Fun story, Dylan Cease was my first major investment in the hobby. First guy I bought a bunch of cards of with the intent of selling, and I did really well with it. Freddie Freeman launched into orbit Adrian Beltre, but watched him pitch once against the Guardians, and I was like, oh my God, this guy's stuff is next level. Bought everything I could for pennies. Nobody was into Dylan Cease, and then when he was in the running for the Cy Young the following year, I sold everything. That was a really fun experience. Is this? Yeah, here's this Bobby Witt. That worked out pretty well for you. This is the only case of this I got, my friend. This is the only one I got. I wish I had more. I love ripping this stuff. Luis Angel. Luis Angel. I've made some bad ones along the way. I've got some that I'm still holding. Ashcraft Meisner, Lawrence Butler. Didn't get into Bowman until 23 draft. Bowman draft goes on pre-sale, I think, what, Tuesday? Pre-sale tops on Tuesday. There's Jackson Chorio, Beam, Kobe Mayo. Love those all orange unis. Still got 2 boxes left after this one, so hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. If you haven't hit yet, you still have hope. Sitting on about 20 Gavin Williams rookie autos. Gavin Williams is awesome. Riley Green, really good in the postseason, too. How about Cameron Meisner to 99? I'm a big Gavin Williams guy. I'm a Guardians fan, though, so. But I think he's a stud. Bibby's a stud. They're going to be good. They can't score, but they keep... Yeah. Oh, Monday. Is it Monday? Damn it. It's the same day as WWE. I'm going to have to spend 20 grand. Juan Soto, Justin Henry, Malloy. So they're really going to take all my money before Christmas. Who are the retros? Have you looked? I haven't looked at the checklist. I've been so busy with work. Ben Rice, Ellie. I travel a lot for my day job, so this is something we do for fun at night. Oh, there's Otani and Mookie. That's a nice one. Star Clusters. Thomas Segis again. Yeah, he's a stud. I think it's a good investment for you. I really do. Otani and Mookie, we'll roll some dice for that. Just base. Lou Brock is the retro. Thank you, Mike. Dylan Dingler, Mackenzie Gore, refractor, Mookie. Did they really hold him back? They're going to need him for Bowman, I guess. Logan Webb, Julio, Lightspeed, and Carlos Narvaez. All right, we got 2 boxes to go. That was a boring box. That was easily the worst box of the case. If you got James Wood or Dylan Cruz, hang tight. We are going to go to random at the end for that one. It'll always do well. The product always does well. It's a nightmare for me to open just because of the amount of cards in the case and the sort. It's just me. I don't have like a team, so I'm the one who does all the sorting, all the shipping. But I've kind of prided myself in that. I always get everything out faster than anybody else, safer than anybody else. And I don't do the, oh, you only get your hits, and I'd sell the base card spot. Everybody always gets the, this is 7 right here. Yeah, there's one more back there. Everybody always gets all their hits, or all their cards in my breaks, so just so you know, as we get into flagship and Bowman and all that stuff, there's John Kenzie. He got DFA'd. See where he goes. Just can't hit a curveball. One of my buddies was his hitting coach in Akron, and he said, man, nobody barrels a ball better than this kid coming up, and I bought a bunch of his stuff. And I've moved it all by now, but he's like, but he just can't hit it off. He just can't. He just can't. He can't hit an off-speed pitch, and he can't hit for average. I was like, all right, well, Kurtz and Jacob Wilson, Osuna. But, man, he had one of the best home runs I've ever seen in the postseason. One of the best home runs I've ever seen. It was incredible. And the bat flip was just on point. Scooble, Sagano, Kobe Mayo. I love that card. I love those unis. Kobe Mayo, refractor. Serrano, that's exactly who he is. Cannot, what does he say? Fastball, hit it very well. Straight ball, that's what he says. Straight ball, I hit it very well. Arise, come on, let's see red or better. Come on. Getting annoyed. Cade Horton, the Zenzo, red or better. Let's go. And one more auto, please. Green. Take a green at this point. Cody B at a 75. Chris Bryant. All right, Alan Roden, Ellie De La Cruz, Spencer Schwellenbach joins the break. Bob Hassel, Mesa, Ben Williamson, Ozzie Albies. All right, let's go now. Red Super or a crazy auto. Logan Gilbert. Let's make somebody's Christmas week early. Dylan Cruz, River Rye. Jaron Duran. CJ Abrams, refractor. Yelly. Amador auto inbound. It's very possible. Austin Riley. And only Mrs. Riley. Here's another cluster triple. Bench Larkin, De La Cruz, Aaron Shunk. Those will get a dice roll. The big one's going to get an actual randomization. Got some fun here still. Luis Angel, insert auto out of nowhere. I told you we always hit this guy. I told you. Gosh, Luis Angel. Extraterrestrial talent autograph variation. We always hit him. If you guys are in my breaks in the future, every product this year we've hit an auto or something crazy of that dude. Every break. Kyle Schwarber, Julio, Teoscar. I told you. I told you we always get that guy. Always. Adolis. There's a Jackson Merrill. Love that card. feel like we're going to see a super in the last box, just a base super, or maybe an insert, but it's not going to be an auto. We're not going to catch. We got 4 autos, a dual, an insert, a gold, and a regular. I mean, I don't know what these cases are like, but this feels like a pretty decent case. Ichiro Lightspeed, Matt Shaw. Christian Campbell. Max Fried, Agustin, Mark Vientos. Usually 3 autos, so we got 4. We got 4, we'll take 4. Matt Shaw, Dalton Rushing. Only ripped 1 case of this last year, and we got 3, so now we're all rooting for a red or better. Jorbeat Vivas. And O'Neal Cruz to 199. Nice O'Neal. All right, last box coming, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have. It's been a blast having you guys here in the room. Let's end with something fun. I'm going to take one more PCA base at this point. Let's get you something better than that. I guess with only 6,800 cases, it would have to be pretty loaded. I'll take another Planetary Pursuit. Christian Campbell. Our insert is Lindor, Kyle Manzardo, Agustin, Marcelo, Mike Trout, Caleb Durbin, Ken Griffey Jr. in each row, Nick York. Jazz, Vinny P, Meadroth Rookie Refractor, and Shota. Correa, nothing numbered here yet out of this box. Bo Jackson joins the break, Lightspeed. Drew Thorpe. Anybody got a score on that football game for me? Becoming a fun game, or what do we got? Riley G. Marte. Riley G on the 1 per box. He's a stud. 23-14 Rams. Thank you, guys. Had a feeling when I heard McVay was sick and they were having plane troubles, I had a feeling it was going to be a Rams night. I bet the Rams, so I'm excited to hear that. Hiroki Sasaki. Kind of felt like they dominated the first half. Time of possession, they had all the plays. We got another white hole. Stephen Kwan, Bobby Witt Jr., white hole. Luis Robert. Bobby Witt Jr. So every 2 boxes looks like on those. Those are good looking cards. All right, we need red or better. Giants fan here, you want your team to lose every game. I like what they did. Christian Campbell, Reese Hines, love Scattaboo. I like Jackson Dart. You got Neighbors coming back. You got rid of your coach who I hated. He's an old Browns guy. There's Jacob Wilson, Skeens, Bobby Witt. You got to get if they've touched the Browns as a coach, you gotta move on. Griffin Conine, James Wood, Lightspeed, Colton Cowser. Dolphins, Tua's benched. Yeah, what are they? Who are they starting? Ewers? Got to. I mean, Tua, it's like at this point, I just can't believe they extended him this past summer. So, like, you're in trouble there. Willie, Mackenzie Gore, I mean, maybe they'll be able to have somebody take the contract, but yeah, you're in some trouble there. I mean, I don't know if they're going to fire the coach. Aaron Judge, we got another one of these. That's Otani Yamamoto Sasaki. What an awesome card. Meadroth. We have a 12-sided die we're going to roll that's going to determine where all these go. It's the only way to do it. Yeah, that's insane. Are you sure he's higher than Deshaun Watson? Logan Gilbert, Strider. Still insane to me that Deshaun Watson got that contract. He is absolutely awful in every regard. Still getting this, this money. Dylan Cruz, insert for that 1 year. Gotcha. All right, come on. Let's see something crazy. High song. Matty Shaw, Stellanova. There you go. We got another one of those. Chandler Simpson. Matt Shaw, Stellanova. So we got 2 of those, Julio and Matt Shaw. Oops, excuse me, Christian. Nice Shaw. Now throw me something red or better, please. Mike Trout, Lightspeed, Cal Raleigh. Schwarbs. Got a green insert here of Bobby Witt Jr. There you go, at a 75. Good looking card. Cody B. Cody Bellinger everywhere. Nice Bobby Witt. Take that. Give us one more numbered card and make it a low one, please. What was that? Oh, refractor in the 2 spot. Could be a bonus auto. Ultraviolet Beam Skeens. Give us a bonus auto. Definitely be a bonus auto. Yeah, we'll take an Adley. 5 autos in the case with a duel. Like I said, I don't know how good this case stacks up to the other ones you guys have seen, but 5 autos I know is not easy to go with. TD Rams coming through. 5 autos. It's wild. And another numbered card. All right, good luck on the final hit. It is going to be a Jackson Holiday. Jackson Holiday. So all the Orioles had a decent break. All right, recap coming, and then we'll go to random on the big one. Best case for the spots you bought? Well, then it works for you. All right, first of all, we're going to roll a 12-sided die. So 1 through 4, the left spot will get it. 5 through 8, middle spot will get it. 9 through 12 on those. And then obviously 1 through 6 left, 7 through 12 right. On the duels, if there was 2 of them, I'll split them up. Here we go on those 12-sided die. Here we go. It's a 10. It is a 10, so it'll be the player on the right on the duels gets them, and the player all the way on the right on the triples gets them. That was a 10. All right, recap coming at you. All right, Steven. Hope you had fun. Jackson Holiday out of 199. Bobby Witt Jr. out of 99. Griffin Conine. Riley Green. O'Neal Cruz to 199. Jackson Merrill. Cody Bellinger to 99. Jean-Kenzie Noel. Cameron Meisner to 99. Freddie Freeman. Launched into orbit Beltre. Otani insert. Zach DeZenzo to 50. Drew Romo. Freddie Freeman to 99. Launched into orbit Vladdy. Jordan. Royce Lewis to 199, Junior Caminero to 75, Otani Lightspeed, Javi Baez, James Wood, Otani, Aaron Judge Refractors, nice, Nacho, Adley Rutschman, Ozzie to 150, Nick Kurtz launched into orbit, Gunnar Henderson to 50, Jeremy Pena to 50, Cameron Meisner, Braxton Ashcraft, Narvaez to 150, Corbin Carroll, Tovar, Kobe Mayo, Roki Sasaki, Will Warren to 199, Paul Skeens. And then up on stands, we got a Jazz Lightspeed to 25, orange. We have 4 white holes, Bobby Witt Jr., Grant McCray, Austin Wells, and Reese Hines. We've got 2 Stellanovas. We got Matt Shaw and Julio Rodriguez. We got a Christian Campbell out of 75 is a nice one. Another Christian Campbell out of 50, very nice insert. And then, let's see, autos, you got a base Evan Carter, base Adley Rutschman, Thomas Segis out of 50, rookie auto, gold. Luis Angel Acuna insert auto, very nice. Very nice, Luis Angel. That one's going to go to random. We had a Mercury, Ronald Acuna Jr., very nice one there. Paul Skeens, orange out of 25, Ultraviolet Beam, orange lava, very nice. And the hit of the break is a James Wood. Dylan Cruz, dual auto. We're going to grab the laptop. We're going to go to random.org per the listing, and we're going to figure out who's getting that one. Good luck. Someone's going to be very happy, and someone's going to be very angry at the results of the random, but that is the way it goes. All right, here we go. Robbed on the tiebreaker. Ellie got it. Yeah, Ellie will get that one all the way on the right. Ellie will get that one all the way on the right, my man. All right, here we go. We're headed over to random.org. We'll get the laptop out here momentarily. All right, here we go. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. We're going to random.org. We're going to games, dice roller. We're going to lists, list randomizer. The way we do this, we roll some virtual dice. That tells us how many times we're going to randomize this list. James Wood is on top. Dylan Cruz is on bottom. So we are going to list it that way. James Wood, Dylan Cruz. We're going to roll the virtual dice. Whoever's on top at the end of that many rolls gets the card. Here we go. We're going 5 and 1 is 6 times. Good luck, everybody. 5 and 1 is 6. Randomize. 1, 2. Says right here how many times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoever's in the one spot on the 6th roll. 5 and 1 is 6 on the dice. Good luck. This is the final roll. Whoever's on top on this one gets it. Good luck. James Wood is in the one spot on the 6th roll, which matches the 5 and 1, 6. James Wood, you've got a dual auto. Congratulations. Everybody have an amazing rest of the night. If you're in the next break, that'll start at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon for a break.